Bonjour, Madam Kissy. How are you? Hey, I do apologize. It's taking so long for me to actually get on here and to give you your roses while you are here. So I wanted to just get on here shortly and share some of my thoughts about you. So I love you. You're such an amazing purpose in the earth and person. I'm sorry. So I wanted to get on here and actually just give a little testimony about how well you helped me. So about last year, I think it was last year, maybe last year, I was kind of in like a little funk, whatever. I had been divorced about, maybe 13 months. I think I met you in March, so it probably was a year. So I remember being in a room and I said, I was in a sales group. I was in one of the rooms on Facebook, one of these sales groups. And I saw this phenomenal being and I saw a picture. And then I said, I want to see what she's talking about. So, you see Kissy and you see she's super gorgeous and everything. And you kind of just get pulled in. But I always want to see how a person's substance is. So this is about Kissy, but I've been in sales for 34 years. I started at 11. I'm 45. So I know the 4 quadrants. I studied a little psychology. I watch people. I ask questions. I do answers to objections. I'll give you a soft no to see how you're going to respond. And she handled it. She handled everything amazingly. So I never forget. She called me up. I was in Philly. She lives in Vegas. It's a 3-hour time difference. So she called me up and she wanted to talk to me. And she listened to me. I had been struggling. At one point in 6 months, I had a pastor die. My father died. My ex-wife lost a baby. She almost died. Her aunt died and her mom died. So I was pretty heavy. It was pretty heavy. And I'm actually a motivational speaker and an easy orator. So having a very strong mind is not something that is foreign to me. I have been doing sales, like I said, for 34 years. I've studied psychology. I listen to Miles Monroe and Jim Rohn and Les Brown and Zig Ziglar. So when I tell you, I listen to a bunch of speakers. And sometimes you need that divine feminine energy like Kissy talks about. You just need divine feminine energy to come in and just to actually move it. I actually did one of my lives around Kissy. I don't like the sound of my voice. I don't like to look at myself on TV, on camera, whatever you want to call it. But Kissy actually came in and she told me, she said, you're very, very powerful. You're a great content writer. You need to be sharing more. So it kind of got me excited. And now I get a good amount of people that respond and call in. And I do this for the cause. I don't do it for applause. But I really wanted to thank you, Kiss. You helped me out a lot. You always call and check on me. You talk with me. I try and feed into this group as much as possible. One of the most painful things you did for me, and most men don't understand this. I see a lot of times people, they get all fussy and mad at you when you're actually calling them to greatness, when you tell them that men are providers and that if you're not providing, then you're being less than. That was actually the hardest thing, and it took me a while. It wasn't the fact that I didn't accept it in the beginning, but it was very, very hard in the beginning when you talked about being a provider and the man is, the head and all of these things. So painfully, you helped me. You helped me to understand where I felt when I was married. And that's hard for a man to do. But it takes a woman to actually help you do that. So, brothers, when y'all hear her talking about men need to be providers, she's not talking about gold digging. She's talking about so you can get the woman of your dreams so you can live past it. So she is born near my grandma. I'm a Sag. She's an Aries. So it is easy for us to get along. That's why I trust her. I believe her. I love her. It is very, very easily and natural for us to get along. We're kind of like twins. Grew up in the same environment, housing projects, come through some stuff, being a little bright. But Kiss, I just want to tell you that this is something that I would really like to say that I love you. I thank you so very much for encouraging me, for sending me stuff, for including me in your groups. So you are the best. I talk about you all the time. I talk about you so much. To my mom, to my friends in Minneapolis where I am now, my uncle in Philadelphia, my best friend. I talk about you all the time because you really inspire me. You are definitely a phenomenal, phenomenal celestial being. So I love you very much, Kissy Denise. Thank you for always encouraging me. You brought me out of a lot of challenges that I had, and now I can do lives at the drop of a dime. And I owe a lot of that to you. I had a lot of other success in some of my sales. So just being in your groups and being a part of what you do and being poured into your aura. I actually love more posts now since I've met you. And I have a lot of friends who have now follow me that are my friends that were your friends. And most of them love a lot of my posts. And that's what I can say about you, that you definitely do embody and you put out a lot of love. So I just wanted to say I love you, Kissy Denise. Thanks for being my friend, my coach, mentor, example. When I grow up, I want to be like you, Kissy Denise. Love you, baby. God bless you.